Good morning. Well, our duckies did some multiplying. Now I've got 8 of these little guys. There's one right there in the grass. He's out looking for breakfast. Mama right there. Ritz. These little guys are just cruising around the pool. We still haven't got our landscaping completely all done. I need to call and order some rock. Kind of curious to see what they're gonna look like. I kind of googled it, and they look like little dairy cows when they get older. So I'm assuming that's why they got yellow dots all over. It's gonna turn to white spots. So we got Saltine and Ritz. Saltine's a pekin. Ritz, I can't remember what she is. It's like a domesticated mallard, but oh yeah, they're all over the place. Like they're 2 days old now. Well, we're back in it. It's gonna be a short week. They got a sign hanging up saying the ethanol plant's closing at noon this week. They're only open from 7 to noon, so depending if there's no lines, man, frog in the throat. If there's no lines, they can still get 3 loads a day in. Which honestly, this is a good week to have this problem because we got campers moving almost every day in the afternoon, so it worked out perfectly for us. But it's also going to be hot. They're talking 105, 103. It is going to be a warm few next, let's see, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I think, is what they have for triple digits. So I think highs are like in the mid to upper 80s, low 90s, and heat indexes in like 105. So, and it is sticky. Like right now, it's only 70 degrees, but it's sticky. I got the AC on. It's almost a little chilly in here for the tank top. Oh yeah, I get Kenny a bath, but it's already got streakies all over the windows and stuff. All the dust, and you can see where all the little invisible water lines were. Anywho, we'll get loaded as soon as the co-op truck's out of our way. I think we're having issues. You should be hearing grain falling right about now. I think the belt's clogging up, or the bin's clogging up. But we're not loading very fast. I feel like she said something to go load outside. They're going to have to figure out this bin. They've been struggling with this for like 2 weeks now. It's kicking their butts. Yeah, it looks like it's going now. I climbed up here to show you how slow it's going, and then all of a sudden it took off. I got back in the truck. It quit again. Oh, I hear noises. I think it's going again. Bridget's been on the phone shaking her head. She's getting frustrated. So I'm trying something different. I'm going to use my phone this week. The GoPro has been really torquing me off. The audio, I lost a bunch of audio again for whatever reason. It keeps doing, well, it shows that it's connected. It has a little sound meter on there, the sound bar. It shows that it's connected. Then when I upload the videos to the computer to start editing, there's nothing there. The video's there, but no audio. So yeah, we sold the step deck. I had it listed for what I wanted out of it, for what I'd let it go, basically. I had a guy that offered me that, so I let it go. We're finally loaded. We had to go outside. Didn't even get one pile in the front. Bridget pointed me to just go outside, so I don't know if they got missing one of the chutes, or whatever they're called, the little trap door, whatever, at the bottom of the bin that dumps down onto the belt. I'm guessing one of those is plugged up or something. Only took us a half an hour, but we're out of there. Damien caught back up to me, and I was even 20 minutes, half hour ahead of him. Because his whole excitement of, you know, getting up bright and early and making those big bucks. Yeah, that's burned off already. he wants an extra half hour of sleep now. Spray drones going right there. I left you hanging yesterday, basically. I had a bunch of phone calls after that. This time we sold the step deck. One of those deals. If I could get what I wanted out of it, I was going to let it go. But if I couldn't get what I wanted, then I was just going to keep it. It's one of those, it's kind of like, I need it when I need it, but it sits. You know, we use it like 4 times a year now that we're doing the campers on our own. So it's like I can't really justify having that much money just sitting there. So, figured if I get what I wanted for it, we'd sell it. I might possibly get a gooseneck. Share the road, buddy. I might possibly get a gooseneck for the pickup, but we'll see. Because, like I said, I only use it maybe 4 times a year. We'll see how many of these little trailers the dealership sells, and if he keeps going with it or not. So he just kind of started doing it this last year, so, and he has, I think, maybe 8 of them. So we'll just see. But kind of the reasoning number 2 on getting rid of it is with that new contract that we're getting. Talked about that probably, I don't know, 2-3 months ago. So the contract's supposed to be coming in the mail anytime. He said he'd be sending. I guess I don't know if it comes electronically in an email or in the mail or what. We got a contract to haul seed through AgriLiant, but now AgriLiant was sold. I'll have to post it in this video. I can't remember the name of it. It's 3 letters, like GDH or something like that. I think they're out of Buenos Aires. But they purchased AgriLiant, so the name's going to change and everything. But it's been on the news, but, you know, they haven't really told a whole lot to the employees or nothing. And the only thing that I know is the contracts aren't going to change. So I didn't get confirmation on that, you know, verbally, not on paper, I guess. There's no contracts. But I didn't get told verbally that we got it, so as soon as he gets the go-ahead to send them out, or the email, or whatever it is, he said when he gets the contracts, he'll send it to me. So yesterday afternoon, we went and looked at a couple dry vans. I don't know if I want to go with the new or go with used. I've looked at a few used ones, and they're just beat to crap. So keep thinking for, I found what the new one I'm looking at is actually a 2-year leftover. It's like a fleet trailer, but we'll dress it up a little bit. But for what the cost savings is, and having warranty and all that, I keep thinking it's probably better off going with the new 2-year-old leftover. So we'll see. I got to make up my mind by the end of the week on that new trailer. So we'll see. But we might be getting a van trailer. And on other news, it is a warm one this morning. They got us in a heat warning for today. Or not warning, heat advisory. 79 degrees, 7 o'clock in the morning. We're supposed to have thunderstorms this afternoon, and it is sticky. I busted out the dudes in the white leggings.
definitely a Betty Sauls kind of day.
This is the first line we've had in the last 3 days. I've been getting 3 loads a day, and even though they're closing at noon, well, it's not the ethanol plant, it's actually new co-op. They don't want us hauling afternoon. I think they're kind of regulating how much corn they got going out, but this is the first time we've had a line, and it's noon right now. This is my 3rd load. I was struggling to get 3 loads last week on a full day. I think we only got 2 loads a couple days last week. Wasn't good. 9 loads in 5 days last week is what we ended up doing. And I'm on my 9th load right now, and it's only Wednesday afternoon. It's going to be a more profitable week, and I go home early every day. We've been moving campers in the afternoons, but today we got nothing. But on a sad note, Courtney called me here a little bit ago. Our puppers are grounded. Cammy killed all the baby ducks, and then after she killed the baby ducks, she went after the chickens. So I'm not sure what's up with her, but we haven't had, I mean, it's a lab, it's a bird dog, it's bound to happen, I guess, but I don't know, we're on 4 years now with chickens. We struggled a little bit on the first group of chickens we had gotten. I think both dogs killed 2 chickens, and after they kill 2 and you smack them around, put them in the kennel for a day, they haven't bothered. They'll kind of walk up, sniff them, scare them, whatever, but they've never attacked a chicken. And all of a sudden today, Courtney said she was cleaning out a camper and all of a sudden heard the ducks going crazy, and she looked outside, and by the time she got over to Cammy, she killed all 8 ducks and then was heading after a chicken. So I don't know what got into her today, but she was all out killer mode today. So Courtney called. She's all brokenhearted. She was really in love with those little baby ducks. So I don't know. I don't know if she'll have another batch of ducks this year, or we'll have to wait till next spring. But she was all excited. That's all she talked about the last week. I think they're 5 days old. I think they were born Friday and Saturday. This is Wednesday, so they didn't quite make it a week. But they were running all over the yard. They were giving Mom and Daddy everything they could do to keep up with them, running all over the place. It was kind of funny, but yeah, it sucks. Yeah, like I said, Courtney called. She's just mad at herself for not watching the dogs. But like I said, we haven't had an issue with the dogs or the birds for quite a while. But I haven't talked to you guys a whole lot here at the ethanol plant, just because it's pretty much when I pull in, there's an open bay, I come in and unload. In and out real quick. But first line of the week, and I'm not really going to complain. Gonna have another fight up here. The guy in the white truck back there didn't want to pull ahead. There's 2 open probes. This guy in the Peterbilt just drove right around him. I don't blame him one bit. The probe at bit 1 and bit 2 was open. I'm at the probe at the fast bit. The guy in the white truck was just sitting there holding the line up. There's the sad mama. Got a little bit of rain last night. A little soggy this morning. The road's a little soft. You can hear the tires wanting to spin. It's about time we got some rain this time, though. It's been a solid, I don't know, probably a good week without much rain. I think we got like 1/8 of an inch in the last, week to 10 days, something like that. The ground was starting to get pretty dry. This is kind of crazy. This corn is fine. Standing up. That corn is fine. That is flatter than a pancake. It was not like that last night. We came to town here in Correctionville to eat. We drove down that little road. And that was not like that. And then this, perfectly fine. I don't understand if it's like a different variety of corn, like a silage corn, or I don't know what that is. But it definitely didn't withstand the rain last night. We didn't have heavy winds, so I don't know what that's about. Good thing them boys get paid by the hour. Oh, there it goes. It's still pretty slow. That bit has been running crazy slow all day every time I go around one of them company trucks. It is just trickling beans. So I'm assuming it's not empty. I'm not sure where they're hauling beans to, because they told us there was no beans to haul, but all the company trucks are hauling beans. I don't know, they're just transferring from one elevator to another or what. But they can have it if it's going that slow. Me being the genius that I am, I decided, hey, it's the hottest day of the week, 107 heat index. Let's do a couple tires. And in the process of doing tires, well, I already knew this part. I already knew that them brake pads needed to get replaced. I was like, well, I'll get those ordered. And I'll get those replaced this weekend. I don't know why, but when I bought the trailer, those were brand new. Those weren't replaced. And then I come up here and notice this, which I know this wasn't like this on Friday last week. But that brake pad is just sitting on the drum. And that one has a huge gap. And then, let's see if I can get under here. And then I noticed that. So, that's no bueno. Oh. So tomorrow, I gotta go to Orange City and get some parts. And see if I can get this fixed. Or, I might just take it over there and let them fix it. Because we have campers to move the next 2 days, so I don't know if I'm gonna have time to even do it. I'm not gonna have Damien park his truck so he can fix it, so it'll probably just make more sense for me to take it over there and have them do it and just be done with it, and I'll get the camper stuff done tomorrow. But awesome. But yeah, I decided to wash it too. I was like, hey, playing in the water sounds like a good idea. After I got started, it's not a good idea. And it is bright. It is. I mean, you can tell how hot it is. Look how sweaty my hair is. Yeah. Looks like I took a shower. All right, well, I got one side clean. Can you tell? Now I gotta do the back, the front, and the other side, so, you know, we're almost there. Well, on the way here, had a service light come on, a check engine light come on, and I lost all power. Not all power, but lost a lot of power. Only built 20 psi of boost, and the throttle would like kick out about halfway. So they ran the code in here. It's just saying fuel pressure. So we're gonna start off with fuel filters and see what happens. They're gonna get all new brakes on this tomorrow, so that'll be all freshened up, ready to go for next week. Well, I know how much you guys like camper videos, but he's parked. We'll get new fuel filters put on this weekend. Courtney is in Primgar. We had the O'Brien County Fair. She's at a couple campers over there. And it's a mud hole, so I'm gonna head over and grab one of the campers. She'll bring one of the campers, and then might possibly bring two of them up to Okoboji tonight. So I have two of them that are supposed to go tomorrow, but they already had their campsite reserved for today, and they're both repeat customers, so we don't have to show them anything with the campers. So we might take them up to Okoboji tonight, so it'll make it a late night, but then we'll have tomorrow off, since the co-op, or since the ethanol plant's now closed tomorrow. So if we bring those tonight and do a late night tonight, we can actually have tomorrow off. And then we decided we're gonna go camping now. So us and our neighbors, some friends from Marcus, they're gonna bring their camper. Damien and Kenzie are gonna bring their camper, and then another guy is gonna bring his camper. So it might just be like four of us. Just go down to Correctionville, camp down there, go eat at Fireside, and find somewhere else to eat. So we'll just go out both nights. Real roughing it. Should we go check out the figure 8 track? Bet you that's a mud hole. Pits area is a little puddly, so I'm sure that the track is real nice. Oh yeah, yeah, this is nice. Oh, yeah, it feels firm. There's Courtney. See how she's parked at a 45? That's how close they put the campsites to zoom in so you can see. That's how close the campsites are to the property line, so my camper's really gonna suck. So I'm gonna have to go somewhere else. Oh, she's waving me in through here. Yeah, so this is kind of like the property line right here. That's how close I is. There's no room, and I gotta get hooked up to that. And Courtney, she's kind of already hanging over the property line, so she's being naughty. All right, she's gonna back up without hitting this pole. Let's see if she can do it. We're gonna have camera footage of her doing it. Oh yeah, she'll be alright. See, she's got this. She's just always paranoid. Go forward. Four-wheel drive. And no, I might have to move a little bit. I might be kind of blocking her. There she goes. You got it. Alright, she's got this. Now I gotta try and get hooked up to that without tearing up these people's yard.
You can go straight for a little bit before you turn. Because everyone else's tire tracks are up here.
Because they're assholes and they cross the border line. We don't cross the border. Oh, funny. Alright, let's see if we hear screaming or crunching. That is really close to the box. I don't hear screaming, so we must be doing something right. Alright, now probably gonna go through here, through this nice soft muddy spot. See if we can get stuck. Got a squeaky brake somewhere. Alright, we're free and clear. Now we gotta go find a dump station. I don't think they got one here at these fairgrounds. Might have to go to the campground that's just a couple miles out of town. Courtney's pooper tank is full, she says. See, isn't this more exciting than going back and forth all on corn all day long? These are the little adventures we get ourselves into doing this stuff. Oh yeah, them tires look real nice. What is that guy? Is that an otter? I think that's an otter. Muskrat? What is that thing? It's big. Anyway. Poopers. The poopers are cleaned out. So those white seed tanks, bins, that you can just see right there, that's where the campground was. Now we're literally just across the section at the campground. And for you guys that don't know, you don't want to haul your camper down the road with a gray tank or a black tank full, because if you've seen how they're mounted underneath the camper, it doesn't matter what brand, it's pretty sketchy, to say the least. It's kind of miraculous that they don't just fall out of a camper regardless, just sitting there, when you think how much weight is in that tank and how little is holding that tank up. So that being said, you don't want to drive down the road with one that's even, I mean, 5 gallons of water is probably that's as comfortable as I'd feel. So yeah, we've had to replace a few when people have full pooper tanks and decide to go drive down the interstate, and they bring it back and it falls down, and if you're unlucky enough, the belly underneath the camper holds it all, so all the poop water stays underneath and gets in all the insulation and stays underneath the floor, and you got to wash all that stuff out before you can put a new tank in. It's a real shit job, quite literally. I think we've done 3 of them. 3 of them in 7 years, 8 years, however long we've been doing rentals. No fun. Don't recommend. 1-star rating. Alright, we'll get these home. We cannot take those campers up to the lakes because, well, we can take one, but not the other one, because the other one did not get their site for tonight. Just one of them did, of the couple. That's the 2 couples that are camping together. So it's kind of pointless to take one camper up and then go right back up there and take the other one. So we're just gonna hold off and take them both up tomorrow. Alright, well, we put the new fuel filters on. So Kenny has all new filters, so hopefully that takes care of the problem with it cutting out on power. We got 2 campers up to the lakes for Courtney today. This is Friday, by the way. And that was a muskrat. I had to Google it. After I said otter, I'm like, otters are smaller. And that was a muskrat. So anyway, filters are changed on that. Trailer will not be done today. There was more problems with the S-cams and bushings and whatnot, so I told them to just fix it all. I don't want any issues. So they're getting that done. So the trailer will be done on Monday morning. Damien got his 5th wheel plate. We got that unloaded. We'll get that put on probably on Sunday or something. We got our camper hooked up. We're going camping. Damien's camper is right there. He's going camping. So is Kenzie. Yeah. So that's gonna end this week. Got a little spendy. But it worked out alright, I guess. Ethanol being closed today and being short days, we had plenty of campers moving this week that it all worked out. And Monday, since the trailer's not gonna be done Monday morning, we have to go up to Fairmont, Minnesota to grab a camper. We have to go to Sac City to pick up a camper, go to Lamar's to pick up a camper. And I just called a few minutes ago and bought that van in Sioux City. So in Sioux City Monday, maybe if I get back in time, I'll run over to Sioux City and we'll grab the new van and we'll show you guys that. But that'll end this one. We're going camping. Have a good weekend.